But it is going to warm up this week. People are getting outside again. They're prepping the garden. They're working on the lawn, maybe even spring cleaning the garage. But think about it. These simple activities can take a toll, especially if you've been sedentary all winter long. So Karen Wojcik is here from UConn Health Center with some tips. She's a physical therapist. Really, really good advice we'd like to get from you, because I think a lot of people think doing these things, oh, no big deal.
It's true, but everybody's been sedentary in the winter months, and now it's time to get out and start some spring cleaning or some gardening. And some helpful tips is warm up before you get started. You know, take a short walk, do some stretches, those kinds of things.
Just don't go from complete immobility to suddenly lifting and bending, and you're going to pull something.
Exactly. And the other thing is pace yourself.
Okay.
I know you want to finish that garden, and you see one weed and you pull it, and then you see another, and all of a sudden you've been there for an hour.
Right.
Really, if you have to, set a timer so you limit the amount of time that you're actually bending over and doing that kind of stuff.
And then change positions, you say, as well. Don't keep doing repetitive motion is often how we can get injured, right?
Absolutely. And if you stay in one position for a prolonged period of time, it puts a lot of excess stress on the joints and the muscles of the body. So change positions. Another thing to be leery of is don't bend over. Kneel down. Get a little small pillow so you can kneel on, protect your knees and stuff. But don't just bend over to pick something up. You really could pull something and injure yourself.
And hurt your back. Yeah, absolutely. Lifting correctly. So often we're like, oh, I can do this. But, afterwards you're like, uh-oh, I think I pulled something or hurt something or strained something.
Yes.
Well, how should we lift correctly?
So break it down into shorter loads if you can.
Okay.
And when you're lifting something, lift with your knees and not with your back.
Right.
Pull it in close to you. So
get down. When you say your knees, like get down and pull it up, not the bending over motion again.
And not out here. Bring it in close to you so you
that's a good point too.
Lighten the load a little bit.
How about our skin? Often we forget this time of year about that as well.
It's getting warmer. We're outside. A wide brim hat. Sunscreen, of course, and it gets warm when you've been gardening for hours, so make sure you're drinking lots of water.
Really, really good point. What about if we forgot to do these and now we're hurting?
Yeah. If it's something you feel is really serious, obviously the emergency room would be the place to go.
Right.
But at home, you can try some ice. Wrap some frozen vegetables in a towel, place it on your injured area for about...
So cold should be used for the strains and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, I know. Initially people think heat, but cold actually is going to help with the pain and bring down the inflammation. So wrap it in a towel and put it on your skin for about 10 or 15 minutes, and you can do that 2 or 3 times a day. If it's not better in a day or two, that's when you should probably call your physician and maybe get a referral for physical therapy. We help with a lot of garden and spring cleaning kind of injuries.
Well, this is the time of year, right? We all think we're invincible, but a little bit of spring cleaning or bending or lifting or whatever, you realize you're not. Things start to hurt. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Excellent tips, Karen Wojcik from the UConn Health Center. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.